Well, it's late April. We're just seeing the first real signs of spring here in North Carolina. Redfish are starting to come out of their winter doldrum, coming up into these more shallow water areas in search of fiddler crabs. Regular shots at redfish come in deeper water, be it on the low tide out in an open bay, or even on the high tide hitting the edge of grass, depending on where they're at, or on a falling tide or rising tide. But this little situation here is a little different than most. We have these really shallow drafting boats, and as these big tides come up like we have tonight, they're actually following the tide up into the grass. As you can see around us, I mean, we're kind of in a little bay, a lot of little creeks running through this area, all the Spartina grass, Spartina snails. I mean, we're sitting here pushing through 3 inches of water. 100 yards from it, you may come up to a tailing fish. You get up on top of him, avoiding the shadow back behind you, blowing out the fish, making a cast. You got to be close enough to him, but not too far away from him. If you line him, he blows up. If you put the fly on top of him, he blows up. If he runs by your shadow, he blows up. Half the time, I think they see the frickin' line flying through the air. It's a tough game. It's, redfish like to eat. They're not the most picky species of fish. But in this situation, it's difficult. You make a cast, it may be perfect. He'll be up on tail. He'll fall down, facing the other way. It's an aggravating game, but that being said, one fish in the grass is worth 10 anywhere else. But right now, it's just a waiting game. We're sitting here, we're stalled up, waiting for the tide to get up, for these fish to be pushed with the tide up into the grass. Here shortly, hopefully we see some tails.